Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm back here tonight with another requested reading, and this request is going to be for, hold on a second, let me pull it up here. So this is for BTS's Jin and Mamamoo Moonbeal. I don't know how you say her name, I apologize. Obviously I will have it like written out in the title. But that's what we're here to do tonight, is do a reading on those two and see what the energy says. So I have everything all shuffled out. Let me get everything laid out here. As always, if you have any other requests, please feel free to comment below, and I will get it out to you as soon as I can. I am a couple weeks behind, so it'll be a couple weeks, give or take, before you see your request. But I promise you it is coming, so just be patient with me. And if you're interested in your own reading, I do offer those for $5 to my Venmo or PayPal. I do pendulum questions, tarot readings, and oracle readings as well. So if it's something you're interested in, please check me out. That information is in the description box below the video as well. And just watching, liking, supporting, and subscribing is enough for me. And I appreciate the support with infinite gratitude. And I thank y'all so much for being here. So, yes, let's do this. And then when we're done with the tarot, we'll pull a couple cards. So with these two, it's kind of another one of those situations where I guess there's been like alleged rumors that they're dating. They are not, but, you know, a lot of fans do speculate, which we always do, right? So let's check it. Let's see if anything comes up. So what I will do, I will pull a card over here for him, and then I will pull a card over here for her. Let's see where each of them individually are at energetically, and then we'll dive into the friendship as a whole and see what comes up, or whatever's going on, whatever they got going on here. So Jin is coming up as the Three of Cups. So it's about celebrating, partying, friendship too. So that right there is making me already think it's just a tight friendship. That's what I feel. But yeah, celebrating, getting together with people, social events, friendships, things like that. Celebrating together, spending time together. And let's see where she is at. Yep, she's also coming up in that same kind of energy, that Four of Wands, celebrating, achievement, gatherings, belonging. Yep, it's the same kind of energy. Very interesting. Yep, the good old social life. Alright, so let's dive into the relationship as a whole. Yeah, so the Ace of Wands here, creativity, opportunities, progress, passion. Yeah. Has these two bands ever collabed? BTS and Mamamoo, is that how you say it? Again, I apologize if I'm mispronouncing that. I don't do it on purpose. Because I feel like it's probably how they know each other. But I could be wrong, but yeah, definitely like the creativity and the opportunities. I mean, both of them, they're in the same kind of field, you know, they're both in bands, so they have that common interest right there already. Okay, the kindness card, Six of Pentacles. So this is about giving and receiving, you know, having support too. It's definitely a good support system. They're there for each other. They help each other. Next we have the Queen of Cups. This is about femininity, you know, being compassionate and kind. empathic and supportive as well. I mean, I feel like this is probably coming up more for her. Just a very kind, compassionate person, and I think that's kind of what draws him to her. I still don't feel like it's a romantic thing. I think they're just really good friends. I have been seeing this a lot with a lot of readings I've been getting. You know, when you see celebrities and bandmates and all the people that you enjoy watching, you know, doing things, you start to assume, like, oh, you know, they're hanging out together, they're going on vacations, are they together? And sometimes it's just not the case, you know. Sometimes it is, but I think a lot of them just get close, you know, especially, you know, if they do tour together or, you know, whatever the case may be. I just feel like it's a really common thing. It doesn't always have to be romantic. Sometimes it is, you know, sometimes it is. But again, with this one, I kind of feel like it's just strictly just a really tight friendship. So we have the Four of Pentacles here. That's about giving up control. It'd also be like reckless spending. I mean, I don't know if any of that is what this is referring to, unless I'm missing something, but it could be like letting go of the past too, as you can see here. This could be just letting go of the past, not holding on to it anymore. And there could be something else too that I'm not getting. Like I said, y'all see something, point it out to me, okay? I'm not perfect. I'm not always going to be accurate either. You know, some people seem to think that. That's not the case. But yeah, like giving up control of something. Or maybe just not really giving a shit what people think about it anymore. I don't know. Could be that, honestly. Then we have the Strength card. About influence, energy, overcoming obstacles. Again, I feel like they're another group of friends who have probably bonded through past experiences and, you know, maybe some obstacles that they both have faced. But, you know, they're strong, they're solid. Let's see what else we get. The Anxiety card. Also read this as the Overwhelm card too. And sometimes this comes up too with the celebrity readings I do. I mean, one of them could be dealing with some anxiety issues. Or maybe feeling a little bit overwhelmed. It doesn't necessarily have to be with like the friendship itself, but just, you know, individually. You know, there could be some of that going on. Possibly. I mean, that's what I read this as. So, yeah. Actually, it was the 9. I think I said it was the 10. I think it's the 9 of Swords. I'm sorry. If I said 10, I meant 9. But yeah. Yeah. A little bit of anxiety, a little bit of overwhelmness. Could be both of them feeling like that. Maybe just one. Next, we have the Page of Pentacles. Yeah, that's why I asked too, like, have these two bands ever collabed? Because I feel like there could be something with that, possibly, you know, with the whole financial opportunity thing. And then also I could read this as, you know, just them, you know, within their friendship and as a whole, you know, they just, again, you know, a lot of common interests, a lot of things that they relate with, you know, they're into a lot of the same things, they like a lot of the same things. It's a lot of the same energy on each side. And, you know, they're both ambitious, both trustworthy, work well together, like to spend time together, so to speak. That's what I feel with that. So the Five of Pentacles, you know, obviously, as you can see here, talks about financial loss, struggle, insecurity. I was almost kind of thinking too, you know, because there is so much gossip and rumors that maybe like it could start maybe some issues. And just to have that honest communication. I mean, I don't know if that's the case, but sometimes when people start, like, assuming, like, oh, these two are dating, they're together, they might kind of get insecure about it and maybe want to stop back and be like, oh, like, we're not, like, that's not what's going on. And then just kind of cut the whole thing off because they just don't want to deal with, like, the publicity and the attention, you know, because it gets kind of annoying. I can definitely see and feel how that would be a little frustrating. I don't know if that's the case, obviously. I'm not saying that, but I'm just trying to read this Five of Pentacles within, you know, this friendship. But yeah, Two of Wands again, that anticipation, you know, planning, travel. Have they ever traveled together? Going on vacations and stuff. This could be too about like making decisions. Decision making. If I can talk. Alright. Do a few more of these and then we'll pull some from the other deck I have here. Yeah, the Star in reverse. I don't know. This is about despair and like lost direction. I'm almost wondering, and it kind of goes back to what I just said, like if people are starting all this gossip and rumors and stuff, it might be impacting their social life and social circle. Or they're afraid that like it'll end. There could be more to that I'm not getting, but yeah. Or like a doubt or like a disconnection. That's interesting. What do y'all think? Do you have any thoughts or opinions about it? I love to talk about it in the comments. I love to know what you guys think too. The Chariot. Ambition, direction, success, determination. Yeah, so with this, you know, then the friendship is definitely a powerful bond. Also overcoming obstacles too, with the Chariot. But don't be too pushy, you know, sometimes that could be a problem, but just taking control, basically. Here, let's do two more of these tarot cards. So we have the Four of Swords, and then let's do this one right here. Ace of Cups. Okay, so the Four of Swords. Maybe this is representing that they need some, you know, time to rest and reflect and contemplate things. As you can see, what this represents here. Maybe life could just be too overwhelming. It might like cause a disconnect between the two. And then we have the Ace of Cups, which is about new love or feelings, emotional awakening. But they definitely need to be honest about it. Honest and open communication. You know, if there is any. I mean, yeah, I guess that's kind of where I'm at with that. Doing the best I can here. I don't always see everything, you know? I'll never act like I do. Even if I look dumb, you know? I really don't care. That's okay. So let's pull a couple of these and see what comes out really quickly. Yeah, responsibilities. So just needing to take care of things and maybe not dive so much into that. But see, I don't know. I don't think there is like they're dating or anything. But yeah, romance interrupted, duties come first. You know, maybe that's what it is too. I mean, maybe like there is that connection, but like they realize like this is like strictly, you know, just a friendship, you know, just a collab or whatever, you know, the case may be. And like they're aware of that. Yeah, you know, maybe there is like physical attraction. A lot of times there is, you know, but that doesn't mean they act on it. Maybe they do, but sometimes it just doesn't go anywhere and they decide not to take it in that direction. Oh, we had two. Workplace romance. Bonding. Yeah, I mean, they definitely spend time together. They definitely have bonded. I can definitely see and feel that. And then we have the workplace romance card. Common cause connection. You know, and like I said too, this doesn't always have to mean that like, yes, you know, they're like getting intimate behind closed doors, but you know, they share a lot of the same interests. You know, they're each in a band, you know, they each have like a musical career, you know, it makes sense. And let's do a couple more here. If I can shuffle. Oh. Yeah. Best friend. I'll leave it at that. Best friend. Yeah, I feel like it is a friendship. Strictly a friendship. Like I said, maybe they've done things in secret, but it strictly is a friendship, and I think as of right now, that's probably all it's going to be. Maybe it could progress in the future, but as of right now, strictly just a really close friendship is what I feel. But anyways, I'm going to leave it at that for now. Thank you so much for the request. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you with infinite gratitude. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I hope to see you on the next one. Have a great night. Bye, guys.